All right, I think we're good there. Did it work? 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 I love that echo. I think we're live on. No. Wrong button. Go ahead, jump in the. Did it not actually go? Maybe I didn't hit the right button there. There it goes. We good. We good. We on the tubes. Chat is small. When did chat get so small? There we go. Zoom in so I don't need my cheaters. DFD, I see you. We do got 5-inch socks in the shop. We got some swim baits in the shops. Check out the show notes. And yeah, requests. Stetson. Yeah, Stetson Blaylock slinging the money minnow, which the money minnow came from the Basstrix. And I've got some of those old school Basstrix in the shop. All right. What do we want to do today? Let me check. We do some soft plastic bundles for people. Get people cooking on some savings on some. Get your shipping knocked down, and you can see those California swim baits. Sure. That's not a California swim bait, but that is an Optimum swim bait that I have. I'll get to them. I also have these Scottsboroughs. One of them is rigged. I don't think it's ever been fished. It just got rigged on a beast hook, and then those. But I do have this Baby E in Shiner color. I believe that's what it says. And is there one more? Or is that the maybe I only got one of those? You got some yeah. I guess I only have one swim babe handy. Brian, yeah. I don't know if you ever tried that grass jig, but definitely thought you should give it a whirl once our ice thaws. So let me know if any of those swim baits I just popped up tickle your fancy. Otherwise, I think I'll run some some loose spinner baits and bladed jigs here. What's up, North Star Customs? Yeah, plastic bundles are good. They were pretty popular last time, and gets things rolling. Any gold colors, like gold blades or full gold spinnerbaits, Waterwolf. I don't have 17 millimeter quickies, but I got one pack of two 10 millimeter style quickies. These right here, they're the same type of material in the 10 millimeter. I got one for myself that I would Golden Shiner. No. But so just to kind of show you, right? Like these are the same elastic material. It's a 2-pack of 10 millimeters. I do have one of these I could sell today. I got a few more on the way. Drawing the followers giveaway. No, I took that out of the package, and I can't get out to take care of that later. What's all on the table? I got all kinds of stuff on the table. I got boxes next to me. Monticello tomorrow, probably good. WWCD. How do you fish them? It seems like some people will drop shot them. Others, it seems like they're using a really short Jicka rig or basically a Nico rig. Winner. Dustin, did you win? I missed it. Who won? All right. Shipping on me already, Dustin. Oh, so anyways, I was going to run a soft plastic bundle here. Got a bunch of stuff in the shop if you want to pre-bid. But let's get some people some... all right. So here we got three packs of Missile for the 48s. Superbug, and Bruiser Flash. So all green pumpkin, black, blue flavors. There might be a worm or two missing out of them, but they're mostly, I would say it's at least 2.5 packs of 48s. In 2 of them in green pumpkin, black, blue, and 1 in a black, blue bruise. And we'll start that at $2. Get things rolling. Get people cooking for $2. Oh, a 30-second. I got to fix that auction. My bad. Usually I'm better about that. Leighton getting in for $2 for 3 bags of plastic. Got some new stickers I want to try out tonight. New system here. Leighton 3 bags for $2. Brian coming in late. I need to adjust that auction on the next one. Went full Dr. Jessel and left a super long auction here. $3. I think these little stickers will help me like actually go a little faster here. So, and then I'm going to run followers giveaways probably every 30 to 60 minutes, or not followers, buyers giveaways, just to like reward the people are buying. I got another one here. This is 5 packs of Ochos, watermelon red, green pumpkin candy, red bug, and Amistad special. 5 packs. They look pretty darn full. So I would say there's at least 4.5 bags there of KBD Ochos. We need to adjust this down to 15 seconds. And 3. What? Why is it running a... That's a Max Blitz. I don't know if you're bidding on this. So what's running right now is a Max Blitz crankbait, which if you want that, I can do a choice on that. So Casey Gibbs, did you mean to bid on the Ochos or did you want to bid on these crankbaits? Otherwise, we can just redo it. Let me know. Because I don't know what I clicked there on accident. Let me know on the if you were bidding on Ochos or bidding on crankbaits or not. I thought the Ocho. I mean, do you want the Ochos for $12 or do you want me to rerun them? I can just cancel that, I think, later on or figure it out. I don't know what. If you feel like that's rerun it. All right. Not sure what happened there. So unpin that. We're off to a rough start today. That's not it. Boy. Do you remember I remember my first show. Yeah, I can I can do a blitz here in a second. So I hit start auction, but I don't know why it switched. So just okay, soft plastics. This is the Ochos. 5 packs of Ochos, or at least 4.5 packs of Ochos. Be careful if you're driving and whatnotting. That seems very dangerous on many, many, many levels. Spirit Lake and Iowa's got Dustin. Nice pickup. $3. We are. Oh, the other thing I want to mention is today we are in St. Jude mode. So 10% of all the auctions today, or 10% of all the after fees, I will donate 10% of this show to St. Jude as part of our fundraiser for the St. Jude tournament. And then any tips you guys want to send, since Whatnot does not take anything out of the tips, I will put those directly in. But just an option. So if you're thinking like, man, thinking about that bait at $10. If you make it 11, basically that dollar is going to go right to St. Jude's. So Spirit Lake has open water. You hear that, Devin? I just want to see the blue. The blue one here, right there, that one, you want to see it? That is the blueback herring color in the Blitz. Anybody want a choice on Blitzes? I haven't seen much for requests today. We got dice. What else we got in here? Should we do a dice choice? What's up, Trevor? Did you get your package? We do have some mega basses. So we got unsalted dice. We got kind of like a pumpkin seed with a little bit of fleck. And then kind of a plain pumpkin seed on the bottom. I'm going to do a choice on the dice. Retails for $20 for OSP dice. We'll start them at $6. Choice, top or bottom, on the dice for $6. Pack Jack knows the deal. 60% off dice. Choice, top or bottom. Still less than half price, which is a good deal. It's all right. DT01. We have another DT in the house. Sounds like I think DT01 is a first-time purchase. Congratulations. All first-time purchases will hook up with either a Visor Gang or a Hellabass sticker. Which one did you want, top or bottom? DT01. Top. Got it. Yeah, Dane Foselka is my partner for St. Jude's. If I missed that question. Are you planning to run those items from the boxes you showed on Facebook yesterday? The baits I was on Facebook yesterday. What did I show on Facebook yesterday? Can I run a Karashi? I sure can. No big spool's a good line right now. Run Sakamata. Somebody asked about a Karashi. I can do a Karashi choice. Thank you, Size Matters, for a tip for St. Jude and the kids. There's the two Karashis I have. The Glitz Shad, and the bottom one is tiny, tiny print. Wagon Okiwakas, or KS. So you can get a choice on the Karashis. Not starting those super, super cheap. You got the wife a custom short flipping rod from Dane. It's adorable. That's cool. Yeah, sometimes. Playing it safe. Dave, thanks for buying those coffee mug merch. Did you get them, and do you like them, Dave? Grams, which one do you want, top or bottom? Bottom. There you go. Got these little stickers so I can stick those to the packs, not have to write on packs. That way if people want to do something with them or not want their packs written on. You need like 20 packs of Sakamatas. I mean, we can run a Sakamata choice. See how it goes. All right. So I'm pretty sure the top one here is color number 96, which I think is plain Wakasaki. And then I think number 140 here, which I think is electric shad. We'll do top and bottom on the socks. 5-inch socks. So a guy on YouTube says, stop Spending money on trash and come battle me in a freestyle battle about fishing. If I win, I subscribe. What is a freestyle battle about fishing? All right. Choice on the Sakamata is 5-inch. We'll just run them at retail. Trevor, first in. Topwater Traeger. That sounds cool. DT, grabbing the socks. Which ones do you want? Yeah, thank you for the first purchograms. And if you guys put in a request and I don't read it or I don't get to it, feel free to repeat it. Like, you're not going to offend me about repeating things in the chat. If you ask for a giveaway 400 times, that might get annoying. But if you're asking about baits to run, like, you can spam the chat all you want. Nice pickup there. Dustin is not a scooper. Scoper. Magnum cranks. Like, how Magnum? Like DD22s? I do have some glides. There's some in the shop. I have one here. An XPS glide. I've got some nicer ones in the shop. This is an XPS glide 6-inch, which I do think there is a pre-bid on. So we can just run this. Got a pre-bid on a frog. A megabass. All right, I'm going to run this. It comes with a spare tail as well, which I have here somewhere. Trust. It will ship. Oh, there it is. Oh boy, there's the extra tail. My desk got messy somehow. What did we drop? All right, anyways, we'll run this XPS glide. Why isn't it? There we go. Running that. Hangak. Can you run the Little Willie next? Yeah. We can run the Little Willie. No live bait needed. I do not have. The size you need a Magnum cover-up, if you know what that means. All right. Yates Derek, congratulations. I think that was a first-time purchase. You'll get hooked up with a sticker. Yeah, Hartman throwing the blind. I knew we would see blind minnows. I didn't think Jamie Hartman was going to be the guy that showed us how to fish a blind minnow. Bassmaster peeping in on TikTok over there. Somebody asked me to run the Little Willie. Where is the Little Willie? All right, so this is a $89, $90 wake bait out of Oklahoma from Willie's Baits. I bought it last year at the Classic. I fished it a little. It's been fished one day. So there was an error processing those Sakamatas. Whoever bought those. So just have to check your payment status. It might have sent like a fraud alert to your debit card. Yeah, I don't think it was the other DT, was it, that bought the socks? Maybe it was. But just check that. Yeah, working on it. Not a big deal. I'm just letting you know. So I do have some DT10s, Carter. So here is the Little Willie 5-inch purple gill glide bait. I think I fished it once. I may have caught one fish on it. I decided I wanted to be fishing more bigger glide baits, but this is a 5-inch glide. Close to 6 inches with the tail. But yeah, there's a $9 bait. I'm going to basically run it for half off. So if anybody wants it, if not, I'm not running it for $2. I'll keep it for cheap, but if somebody wants it for way less than you can buy it, if not, and you can also pre-bid it on the shop and we'll run it later. So somebody asked me to run it. It's fine if they didn't bid it. We will look at it later. While I'm in here, I do also have this WEC Ugly Duck 2009 Balsa rare that's in the shop. I do have this Topwater, which to me looks like a custom paint. It's rattling. I'm not sure who the maker is or what it is, but it's a cool Topwater that I can run. What did somebody else? DT10. No Buca burritos. About the closest thing I have to a Buca burrito is this Optimum, which has been hanging in a package for a while. But I would run that cheap. Bull rats, no bull rats. I got Bait Sandy Explorer gills. I've got that little Pete's. We've got some Bait Sanity gills. Maybe some smaller swim baits. Blitz Max DR and So Sick. I do not have that color, Martin, but I've got some other Blitz Max. Cover Craws? Jackal Cover Craws I do not have. We got some other JDM plastics. Somebody asked for some DT10s. Somebody asked for some big crankbaits. I think the biggest crankbait I got is DD22s. So, and 6XDs. I had not a baby, but a regular one minus last time. 110s. Yeah, there's a couple in the shop. But I do have some of these Matt's hard gills. They're not glide baits, but I have some of these. And some of their soft gills, which I got those listed in the shop. I do have these little, if anybody likes these old Spro swimmers. Looks like you got that payment figured out. It just cleared, so good job. And I will have, not this show, but if you want to bookmark the next show, some of the Frozen Shad 110s. The new color, new respect. DT10s. What, any particular color in 10s you want? Black Silver, Chartreuse Craw, Bleeding Olive Shiner, Carter, you had asked. It's there's a little bit older DT10, but still in good shape here. Out of the box, we'll run that $3 on a DT10, straight fish catcher. Any bounce a DD10. There you go. Great grab for $3. DT10, smoking deal. $2 starts. It is some $2 starts. Other stuff. There will be some $2 starts. Not everything is a $2 start, but there will be $2 starts. Oh, let's see here. We got a pre-bid on a Hags Outlier frog, which you can run that. It's a pretty cool little frog. So this is like a kicking, swimming frog. This is the Shimmer Shad, which kind of has like a silver bottom, a little bit of orange, and then it's kind of got like silver glitter sides and kind of a black back. I think these retail for like $9 or $10. No Matt Lewis trout baits, just the gills. Brian's winning the Hags frog. Don't tell my mommy. There you go, Brian. Nice pickup. Yeah, I think they're going to be awesome. We do have 110 plus 1 here. There's a pre-bid on it. 110 plus 1. Baby Kingo. Picked this up. These came out around the Classic last year. GP Baby Kingo, 110 plus 1, limited color. You wonder who pre-bid. Do you know a guy, Trevor? Sakamata. We can run another pack of Sakamatas. Here's a 110 plus 1. Tougher color. It's one of the few 110s. I think I have one other 110 to run today. There you go, Trevor. Nice grab. I guess there's another pre-bid on the Karashis here. Same 2, which is Glitch Shad, and then the one that's hard to pronounce. Start the action on that. Choice, top or bottom. Okay, I see my clock here. We'll do our first buyer's giveaway in about 15 minutes. We rap about fishing. I'm not much of a rapper, Chris. Trevor, which one do you want, top or bottom? The one you can't pronounce. Got it. We got some more pre-bids on dice. We can run some more dice here. Let me grab 2 packs here. What do we got left here? I'm just getting down to the nitty-gritty here. All right, we got kind of a smoke color on the dice, and then more of a pumpkin seed on top. The elite coverage has been pretty decent. I haven't been as tuned in as I would want to. But choice, $20 dice, running for $6. Looking back here for any Black Market. What's going on, buddy? Which one do you want? Top or bottom? I think that was a first-time purchase from Black Market. Top or bottom? Is there any chance you're bottom? There you go. Pretty sure that was the first purchase. Get you a sticker. Logan's Flurry. I missed that. I was watching it this morning, and then my daughter had a soccer game, which I was kind of listening to it. I picked up points in DTL today, probably with Stetson. All right. Let's see what else we got here. No pink fishing line. Do we want to run some more socks? All right, we'll do a choice on the socks. Your choice, Watermelon Pro Blue or Wagasaki, top or bottom on the socks. My day 1 started out pretty bad. Got a little better day 2. I'm hoping I don't know, how did can't think of his name. Racing Rob. Which one do you want? Oh, I can't think of his name. The guy from Tennessee. I'm blanking at the bottom. Nice pickup. That almost won the Classic, but didn't. Brandon Lester. I don't know how he did today. If he had a good day, I could have got some more points back. All right. Any in champagne? I don't have any champagne. Nope. I was planning to get some champagne, and then I accidentally ordered 3-inchers, and when they came in, then the good ones were gone. 14th. I'll take that. So, is that Bass Track or Bass? That's probably just Bass Track, but he'll probably fall a little bit. It's tough. It was all over the place. Punch fishing. What's going on? DTL Cherry and Blaylock helped you. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Should we do a Blitz Max choice? All right, we'll do a choice on the Blitz. We got blueback herring on the bottom and Ginrin on the top. So Ginrin or blueback herring on the Blitz Max. $25 crankbaits. We'll start them for half price. What time am I getting off? Oh, we'll see how it goes. Definitely not going past 5:30, but I don't know if we'll go that long. Megabass. I do have one Megabass walking bait. The Pack Jack. Which one do you want? Top or bottom? I can show you that Megabass. Was it a Dog X or something like that? I think. Sure. We'll look for you, Lure Life. Top. Ginrin. Heck of a deal. Nice pickup. Oh, the Megabass walking bait. Got some dark sleepers. So here's what I got. This Megabass Dog X Diamante rattle. In kind of a, I don't know, blueback sexy shad looking color. You want me to run that? The person that asked about the Megabass Topwater walking bait. Shimmy. You don't want it? That's fine. You have that color. I've never thrown that bait. No. I have lots of baits that I have multiple colors of if they catch fish. But we do a little dark sleeper here. $2 on the dark sleeper. Out of package. Looks like it's basically new. Little dark sleeper for $2. These are what, $10 a piece. Sudsville Specialties. I thought you were going to get yourself a dark sleeper for $2. $4, still a good deal. Nice grab. Who do we have in the big game? Are we got Seahawks or Patriots fans in the chat? Yeah, very good deal. See anything? Maybe we'll run some more soft plastic. Or do you want hard baits? Unboxed? Bundles, Zoom. How about a Ned bundle? Bundle Rooski. All right, so here we got Finesse Shrooms in. Jesus, that's small. 1/10 of an ounce. And then a Meat Dog Finesse TRD. Copper Truce. And Green Pumpkin. So you got a purple, a chartreuse, and a green pumpkin, plus some Ned heads. We'll start that bundle at $2 for the Neds. My Ned crew out there. Get in on that Ned bundle. There we go. Now we're cooking. Mr. Carter. This is a classic Bass Champions Tour starter kit. This is key baits on the Champs Tour on Every Fish Counts. Nice pickup. Oh, Scotty Diff came in the end. Sniped Carter. Dream Smasher. Ninja'd him. Let's see some ninja emojis in the chat for that swift move there. Let's see what else. We got missiles. All right. How about Baby Destroyers? 1 pack of Candy Grass. Actually, these are full-size destroyers. Watermelon Red, Candy Grass, no Geek Crack. So 2 packs of destroyers for $2. $1 a piece. Mr. Harrison, nice pickup. First purchase of the day. What about, we got any Zoom fans? We got any Lizard fans? 8-inch Magnum Lizard Pumpkin Chartreuse and Watermelon Red. 2 packs of 8-inch Zoom Magnum Lizards. They are 9 count each. Nice thing about these, they get your shipping rolling, and then when we get to the real juicy stuff, you got your shipping paid for. No Zoom Lizard fans today? It's all right. We'll find them a good home someday. Somebody that wants to drag the old sea rig. Scotty Diff says, you know what? Oh, man. I feel like I need to change the... There you go, Carter. Get your sea rig on, bro. Sleepers. You want more dark sleepers? Are you saying Zoom or sleepers, or you want me to run dark sleepers? Got them back. Oh, we got a little friendly competition going on. I like it. Chat was sleeping. There you go. Sure. How about netbait fans? Any got any netbait fans? Pocket chunks. There are 3 packs of netbait. They're Pocket Chunk Flipping Blue 3-inch, Sapphire Blue Papa Chunk, or 3 bags. So actually it's 3 bags of Sapphire Blue and 1 pack of Flipping Blue. So 4 packs of netbait chunks for you black and blue jig flippers out there. 4 packs of jig chunks for $2. Don't. Oh, I need to change it. I think is it going up? Yeah, I need to change that so it only goes up 3 seconds instead of 5 seconds. Austin Gordon, first time purchase. You'll get a Hellabass or a Visor Gang sticker with your purchase. Nice pickup. Clint Perry says Seahawks. I didn't see much in the chat here. Yeah, which ones are cool baits? All right. More jig chunks. Toledo Special. This is a super chunk in sun perch, or a pocket chunk senior in sun perch, and another Toledo Special. So 2 Toledo Specials and a sun perch. My computer is like lagging out. So you get 3 packs of chunks here. Again, net bait. A2Z cards from Washington. Go Hawks. I kind of pulling for Sammy D. Darnold. There you go, Carter. Put down those minnows. Get you some jigs. Catch some bigs this summer. Or this spring with their catch and release season. Yeah. We are approaching just a couple minutes on our first buyer's giveaway. Oh, what kind of baits do we want to run? Any other requests out there? About a $5 start on a OSP metal blade jig. I think these are like 18 bucks. We'll run this for 5. It's a 1/2 ounce blue and chartreuse gold blade. It's an $18 chatterbait. We'll run it for $5. Give somebody a deal. Thomas? Less than, oh, Brian said he won't let it go for less than half price. He'll come in at $9. There you go, Thomas. Nice pickup. Should we try like a big bait sanity choice? See if anybody wants these big dogs. I think I got a couple colors here. All right. Is that the same as that one? No, not that one. All right. So these are like $70 swim baits. If you guys remember, these are the gills that when we did a live with Noah Schultz, he said this was one of his better baits. So raw floating, trout floating, or bunker sinking. Your choice. We'll run them at less than half price. If anybody wants to crack these for $30, you can pick one. Your choice. $70, 6-inch glide. Raid OS, no. Soft glides, like a Nessie, I don't think so. Which one do you want? Top, middle, bottom? Thomas? Top. Bone for the win. Let me know if anybody else wants me to run another one of those. We certainly can. I'm going to run a buyer's giveaway. Reels? No reels today, unfortunately. We blew out our reels around Black Friday giveaway. So how I'm doing the giveaways is I will just pick some baits to throw in based on what you've bought. Wake rats. No wake rats. Do we have some other kind of wake? I don't. We probably have like small wake cranks, but we got some balsa. Let me see if there's any pre-bids while we're It says I have 6 Sakamadas left, but I don't feel like I have 6 Sakamadas left. Where did they go? I don't have that many left. We got some Crush City. We got a lot of cranks and hard baits. Rapala, Strike King, maybe 1/6 cents. We've got a bunch of Bill Normans. What's all in our show notes here? We could do some JDM soft plastics. I haven't done any of those yet. Any more DT10 craw colors? They have that chartreuse craw. Basstrix? We do have Basstrix. We can run some of those. Are you inspired by Stetson Blaylock today? I mean, that guy, DT10, like new condition. And I will remind you guys, 10% of proceeds will go to St. Jude today, and probably every one of my Whatnot auctions through April will do 10% plus tips to St. Jude. So, any colors you want me to run, Trevor? Nice grab. On, you want me to show any purpleback craw? Not today. Not in DT10. Probably have some purpleback cranks. I don't know if I have DTs. Let's look in the raffle box here. No, nothing. Yeah, a chartreuse blue and Caribbean shad. Actually, that was my. And then the only other DT I got is Bleeding Olive Shiner. And then I got. This is what I got for DT6s right now. Those 2 colors. I do have some Arashi square bills, if people are fans of the Arashi. And Arashi 10. Do have a nice Risto. Some X-Wraps, some Shadow Wraps, some newer Wiggle Warts. Little Rapala Popper. X-Wrap Jerkbaits. Let's see what the chat says here. Like red plus orange, not. Yep, $1 goes grass piece. We can run a grass piece. We can do grass pieces. Where did I put the grass pieces, though? Are they in here? I feel like we are getting low on the grass pieces, but might be down to my last couple. Bunch of stuff in the shop to pre-bid on. Check the show notes for things to request. All right. No need to do a choice. 3/4 ounce grass piece Saki Bomber. These are like $22, $25, I think. It's about as cheap as I can run these. All right, no big deal. Yeah. Boom. Somebody to ask about. I mean, we got this kind of a cool little XBS wake, which is kind of like a little -1 style crankbait. It's called the Egg. It's an older XBS. I'll actually run this one for $1 if somebody wants it. All right, here's the first buyer's giveaway. Mr. Harrison, Boar 211. We'll find something to pair up with what you win today. Terry Mitt. Tar Heel Trade, first purchase. You will get a Hellabass or Visor Gang sticker with your purchase. Nice pickup on the egg. Dustin, you asked about Basstrix. Where did my Basstrix go? Did they fall down? Where did they go? I thought they were sitting right here. There they are. We're starting to get kind of low on the Basstrix. All right, let me grab this California. I got one pack of California Swim Babe. We said it was Shiner color, I think. I'll kind of give you a little. The package is a little. Oh boy. Oh. The PVC clamshell is a little blitter, but I can just give you a little bit better look at it. Bait's in good shape, never been fished. The treble hook is missing. I'm guessing you'd probably use your own treble hook anyways. We'll run that for $5. The California Swim Babe. No longer available. Discontinued. Glides, reels, clashes, spinning reels. We've got some glides in the shop. Nice pickup, Jonathan. Good deal. I think that's my last one. Usually I started them higher, but we are in the mood to move some things today. Any jerkbaits? Yeah, actually a decent amount of jerkbaits. I think I have 110 left. We've got definitely have some Rapala jerkbaits in a couple different styles. Some Duo Realis. I think I have for sure at least one mixed stick. The Little Willie 5-inch custom in the shop. Yeah. I mean, it's got a higher start, but let me show it again. This is a $90 5-inch glide bait that I got at the Classic last year. Fished it once. I think I lost one fish on it. Does have rotating hook hangers. I decided I want to spend more time throwing bigger baits, so this is the Little Willie 5-inch. So I'm not giving it away, but I will run it for $50 if anybody's interested. It's a $90 glide bait. SBU Harrison. The one time only. This is not going to come by every time. Nice pickup. There you go. First time purchase. You'll also get a Hellabass sticker. I actually met Willie himself down at the Classic at the Lucky Lure booth, and super cool guy. He makes some awesome baits. Nice pickup. Stick around. We'll be doing smaller buyers giveaways every 30 minutes. So how much is shipping on this new stuff? That's a great question, Laker Lee. So when you see the auction come up on your screen right here, under the description, when you're bidding, when I put it up, it should show you what your shipping will be. And typically your first bait is going to be like $4.50. And then the next one, Whatnot automatically combines based on weights that I enter. So usually your first one's like $4.50, and then like the second and third bait will be like 70 cents a piece added on to that $4, and then you'll hit like a free shipping, and then you'll kind of hit tiers. So it'll always show you an automatically combined shipping. I've maxed the shipping out, I think at like $8 or $9. So that's the most you would pay no matter how much you buy. So hopefully that helps. And if you watch underneath your what you're bidding, yeah, you just came over from YouTube, and you should have $15 free credit if you signed up through the link. And so you'll pay your shipping, but the credit will cover the actual bids of the products. Which reminds me, I should paste the referral link over on YouTube. just get that for the people over on YouTube. So hopefully that makes sense. If I didn't cover it, ask questions. If you still have questions, feel free to ask myself or somebody in the chat. So we're not looking at it. Yeah. So you typically hit a tier where you like hit ground, you hit free shipping, and then you pay a few more dollars, then you end up getting into the priority, and then it's kind of flat after that. So Basstrix, we've got 6-inch threadfin shad, 6-inch pearl. I think I determined this one was open, so I was going to take this one out. 6-inch hologram shad, and these are the old school, like early 2000s. We have 5-inch top smelt, 5-inch threadfin shad, and 6-inch sardine. What hooks do we like for these? Typically, you're going to fish them on a little, like a screw lock belly weight, right? Yeah, your payment went through on the Glide, the little Willie. So this one probably, like this one's pre-rigged on this Scottsboro that I have here. So these Scottsboros are new, and these are actually pretty comparable baits. They're slightly different. But how I rig hollow bellies when I fish them is like this, right? A screw lock with a small belly weighted, you know, this one's a little thicker than a hollow belly, but yeah, like this is a small beast hook. So that's how typically I would rig. You can rig them on jig heads. This is my preferred method, especially grass around Minnesota. You either needed to use the link or the QR code to get the promo. The tush from Core Tackle, that would probably work as well. I don't know if anybody said they wanted me to run any of those colors of Basstrix or not. Yeah, if you didn't sign up with the QR code or a link, you don't have the free $15. But the two-tone 6-inch. Two-tone 6-inch. So we have that, and that. There's 3 packs that I guess are two-tone. These, let's see here. All right. So I will run the pack of threadfin shad, unopened Basstrix. These are the OGs back in the day. Yeah, absolutely. Even if you don't win, you can learn something about swim baits and baits. And I mean, I not pretend I know everything, but I try to share what I do know. All right, nice grab, Dustin. I see the request for the pearl and the hologram. Okay. All right. Here's the hologram shads. 6-inch. I haven't seen much on the chat here from any questions on TikTok. Just people lurking. Garth Vader. First time purchase, you'll get a sticker with your Basstrix. Nice pickup. All right. I guess we'll just run these. Here's the sardine 6-inch. This one has been opened on one side, so I guess we'll open them up and just slide one out so people can get a really good look at a hollow body. So these are the first like true hollow bodies. That, you know, the Money Minnow came out after this, the Berkeley Hollow Belly came out, but this is hey Smith, thanks for sharing the show. But they are new baits, but this pack has had the seal cracked on it. We'll run the smelt colored. Nobody wants them, that's big. We ran a Vision 110 plus 1 earlier. I don't think I have any more. Oh, why did it run that at 30 seconds? Gross. My bad. I used my phone instead of my computer screen, and it did like an incredibly long auction. My apologies. We'll try to correct that here in a second. Dustin, nice pickup. I think somebody also asked me to run the pearls, which are 5-inch. Oh, they are 6-inch. 6-inch pearl. These ones are sealed. That was weird. When I ran on my phone instead of the thing, it ran a 30-second auction, which was gross. There you go, Jonathan. Put that with your other Basstrix. Stick around for the buyer's giveaway. We'll run another one in about 12 minutes or so. If there's any other requests, I know somebody asked about other jerkbaits. I don't know if I saw if they any particular style jerkbaits they wanted. Megabass. Or no, I've got some any Kitech fat swing. We sold a bunch of K-Techs last time. Don't have any 2.8s handy. No max scent. Half-ounce swim jigs, maybe. But they're not really. Man, I got a. We sold a pile of jigs last time. Let me see what this swim jig is here. This Dirty Tackle swim jig, but I think this is a 3/8 ounce. 3/8 ounce Pearl Ghost Shiner swim jig. I feel like I might have some half-ounce swim jigs, but they're loose. And I don't necessarily want to bundle them up live. While I'm in here, I do have these. Were there any people that were fans of the Pure Poisons? Strike King's bladed jig that got Z-Man gave them the, and then they had to come out with the Thunder Cricket later. But this was their original bladed jig. Yeah, absolutely. Always custom visors here. Should we try it? This is a 3/8 ounce. The color number is 34. It looks like a bluegill color. Pure Poison bladed jig from Strike King before Z-Man told him to knock it off. So if there's some fans out here, hand tied? I'm not sure. We could probably open it up and look. It looks like it's got that like thicker rubber. So it's not hand tied, but it's a pretty robust rubber grommet skirt there. Brian wants to tempt fate. Feed this bad boy to a pike someday. I do have one more of those. If anybody else wants a crack at a Pure Poison, let me know. No bottom-up Beebles. Same color and size? Yeah, they're the same color, same size. Yep. Go for it. Run the other one. All right. Same thing. 3/8 ounce bluegill. Let's look at this here. I think that's just on the package. Yeah. The package is a little discolored. The blade is fine. Just want to make sure I wasn't seeing something there. I think it's got a gold blade on it. All right. Run the other Pure Poison here. No, he's got two, just in case the pike gets the first one. Brian's a smart guy. Somebody asked me about my chatterbait rod. I would throw it on the Sierra 734. Any more bladed jigs? I got yeah, I do have some more bladed jigs. You can run a 1/2 ounce slobber knocker in bruised. Elite Evo or Minimax. I'll have more Elite or Evo Minimaxes next show for sure. Terry Mitt got himself a nice deal on a slobber knocker, new in the pack. About 7 more minutes on the next buyer's gibby here. See what else we do have. That's what in the. I think I have a couple loose chatters here. Let me check. We have a Rage Blade. Anybody a fan of the Rage Blade? These are out of the pack. Does have an easy shiner on it, so I assume it has been swam. Here's another Z-Man. It looks like an Evo, kind of based on the connector on it, like a 1/4 or 3/8 ounce. What is this one here? We have another Pure Poison out of the pack. It's just like a 1/2 ounce Pure Poison. Then I have a white chatter with a Zaco on it. That looks like a 1/2 ounce. It is a Z-Man. I'm not sure which Z-Man that is. And then, which one is this one? This one looks like a, kind of looks like a Picasso. I don't know if it's a Picasso or a custom. Oh, I do have a Hags in red as well. So here we have a 1/2 ounce Hags Hurricane in red. I see you run the. I do have glides. Look in the shop. Otherwise, I can show some off here, but go look at the shop here. I'm going to run this one first. This is the Hags Hurricane in the, what do they call theirs? Everybody else calls Spittin' Red. But what does everybody else call this? Firecracker? Fire? Whatever. We'll just run it for $5. Yeah, from Texas. And then I'll run some of these open ones. Firecraw. That's the word I was looking for. Firecraw. Absolutely. The doctor tried to get himself some pulse worms. Scotty, let's pick up. It is Chatterbait season. Everybody should have chatters on the mind because they're catching them on chatters on Gunnersville. The Whatnot show just shut off. Oh well. Somebody said run the white one. I have not fished the Hags yet, but I got some myself to throw for sure. I'm definitely going to be trying them, but I did. Somebody said run the white one. I'm going to do on these open ones. I'll run some of these as $2 starts. So we'll run this white one here, $2 start on this Z-Man chatterbait of some kind, 1/2 ounce and a pearl white. I got some new bags for some of these bigger baits. I'm kind of excited to try my some new bags that actually fit some of these baits. White chatter piece. There you go, Terry Mitt. Does anybody know which Z-Man that is? It has like a similar head to like the Freedom, but I don't like to feel like the Freedoms move differently. The Custom, I feel like the custom has a similar head to more the Arky style. But all right, let's see. Should we do all right, any Rage Blade fans out there? Used Rage Blade. I've heard these are really good around wood. I've never actually fished one. Comes with its own easy shiner. They still make the Rage Blade? I'm not sure. I haven't seen them in a minute. Carter with the Rage Blade. All right, let's just run this. This kind of looks like has like the twisted tie like the Evo, but it's got that style skirt. I don't know, just little 1/4 ounce or 3/8 ounce, kind of like bluegill or hot snakes type color. Deals on chatters, deals on chatters. Nice job, Terry Mitt. Run another buyer's giveaway here in a minute. All right. Here's another pure poison. 1/2 ounce pure poison. This one looks like new. This looks new out of the package, but we'll still run it for $2. Project Z? Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, we are about to be, I mean, depending on where you're in the country, it is bladed jig season for sure. Yates Derrick, congratulations. Nice pickup. Let me fire up another buyer's giveaway here. Just throw things in. I've decided to reward the people that buy things more than the followers. You just grabbed 2 Sierra 734s. Nice. Great bladed jig rod, great spinnerbait rod. A lot of, you could probably throw bigger liplesses. That's right. Doctor says, check out the shop. Bookmark the next show. Drop some requests. All right, we're going to do one more. This might be a Picasso shock blade. Might be a custom. Black and blue. Comes with its own little purple tail. I'll run that one for $2 too. Bleed me dry on these chatter pieces. Yeah, I'm probably going to get a second 734 this year. There you go. You'll be ready for that ice to melt. Let's go. I think that's a little missile shockwave is what the trailer is on that, I think. Second. On the ice right now. They must be biting if you're on Whatnot. All right. Any requests? That is a Picasso shock blade. That was my guess. I just somebody asked about jerkbaits earlier. Here's a bigger Duo Realis. This is more like a 120. You got your goodies? That's awesome, JJ. A little bigger than a 110. Also got this like really cool pink saltwater color. Any other shallow wake crankbaits? Sure, I could find some. Got this duo crankbait. Any particular color shallow wake crankbaits you're looking for? Or just like 1.5s, Spros. We had a bunch of Spros we didn't get into last time. Like Little Johns or Fat Johns. The Fat John 60. Basically looks like new out of the package. Yeah, we can run through some Spros. I got some Little Johns too here. This is the Fat John 60. Trevor Steele. Congrats. World Peace. It's always World Peace in Minneapolis. Yeah, that's a nice pickup for the Fat John. Let's see. Little John. Any colors you guys you want? You didn't like that color. Black and chartreuse. How about that guy? How about that Little John? Let's see that color every day. Natural? You want like a... This is pretty natural. That's very natural. Like a Ghost Shad IU. What do Little Johns go for what? 13, 14, 15 bucks now? Looks to be... Oh, this is Little John MD. True. Sorry, this is an MD. Shimmy. Shake. First purchase. Gets a deal on a Little John MD. And he's going to get a Hellabaster Advisor Gang sticker to go with it. Northwoods Yakin. What's going on? That's the best one. I do like these for cranking wing dams. And Cade Laufenberg does as well. All right, about 5 seconds left in the next buyer's giveaway. Who's going to be a winner in the game of life? Brian K. BK. Congrats, Brian. We'll find you something good to throw in with your stuff. All right. Somebody said, okay, they didn't want the MD. What is the most natural Little John? These are all I got more MDs. I mean, you got the, what do they call this? Cellmate, I think, right? Is that what they call their sexy shit? Oh. Lil John. Mississippi in the house. What's the weather like? Probably cold. It's probably like Gunnersville. $5 on a Little John. Is he going to get it? Dustin said he will crank it down the Mississippi for less than $5. Trevor likes him some Spro. Can't blame him. It's good stuff. More Johns, more Spros, MDs, little Ds. Somebody did ask earlier about a big plug. That's probably one of the bigger deep divers I got. Is the what do they call this one? The Little John DD. Not so little. Craw colors. We have chartreuse craws. I just got this one. That guy? That craw enough in the Little John? Run it. Tis the season for the craw colors. Garth Vader, are you going to get it? You did. Solid pickup. Thank you for the purchase, Garth. Stick around. We will be doing another buyer's giveaway here in 23 minutes. Let me get a little spring craw. Like that. Got a little drawn and a chartreuse. The last yellow was spring craw. Sure. Okay. Well, this is not a request. We'll run this one. This one's cool looking. I've never really seen that one before, but I kind of like that one. This is where I have instant regret as I start to look at the baits and go, why didn't I just keep that one? So I'll sell them to you guys like new and ended up buying them on Omnia for full price with Garth. Matching pair with his other one. He's going to be cranking hogs in no time. Note this is a judgment-free zone where you can crank your hog as much as you want. Cranking hogs is encouraged here. Do we want more spros? Switch things up? We got a mixed stick here. Any mixed stick fans? Make sure you're inside your shanty if you're cranking hogs, Carter. Got like a perch color mixed stick. DT tug. No DT thugs. I will have some DT flats for the next show, though. DT flat 7s. If you want to bookmark my next show, if you go up to my stupid looking face right there, you click on it, view profile, look at shows, you can bookmark my next show. We do have a couple 5-inch Sakamadas left. Other side. So no interest in the mixed stick. What about any Fat Papa fans? Fat Papa 55. No, maybe. Run it. Don't run it. Nice little bluegill colors. What depth? What does a Fat Papa 55 run? Oof. Could look it up. Fat Papa 55. The Russ Lane Fat Papa 55, according to Tackle Warehouse, $18 crankbait, runs 3 to 5 feet. $10-foot? Not this one. Are we talking about the mixed stick being 10? Not that the mixed stick probably goes 10 feet. What are those gills? Those gills. It might be the Amazon drive. Maybe it's my order. Maybe I got some more tackle up. These are Spro Fat Papa 55s. One has a little bit of hook rash. The other one's like new. You know what? I'm going to run both of them for $5. They're $18 crankbaits on Tackle Warehouse. Bundle Ruski. JJ's in the house. Critical Gravy, my guy. It's a good deal. 2 of these for $10. Yeah, good color. Especially where we live. We have a lot of little bite-sized bluegills up here. All right. If somebody wants me to do more spros, let me know. We can come back to that. What about older Topwater? We have some new Topwaters since our last. Nobody's asked. I do have a little plopper. An older frog spook. Bullfrog. Bone-colored one. Carl Raidness. What's up, Carl? Thanks. Shout out. Carl is like the ultimate Norman super seller. So if you're into Bill Normans and old Bill Normans, make sure you tap on Carl's head and give him a follow. He does some cool shows. We will run a followers giveaway to say thanks for the raid. So the people that came in, go ahead and follow, enter the givey. Yeah, he's definitely the most knowledgeable Norman dude guy that I know. But I was about to show this one knocker bone-colored spook. Out of box. This is the only color you need. One knocker on the river, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, JJ. Would you bid on this for $3, JJ? Really anywhere. Yeah. I mean, bone, you can't go wrong. I've got bags that will fit this. Yates Derek. 1. Congratulations. Yates is working on a nice little box. He's got a few things. I do dabble on the YouTubes. If you're new to this, Hellabass on YouTube. You don't have to type in the baits. Got a bone paycheck you throw over. Yeah, I got the bone vixen. This is the Gen 3, but I got several Gen 1s that are in my box that are always you like to throw your bone around, purple slush? Perp slush? Purple slush. Run it. Run what, this? I mean, they don't always want to run vixens all the time. Do I have any more bone vixens? Let me peek over and see if I have any extras. Let me just peek. What's in this box? So I will just take a time to plug here since we're talking. So just a reminder for people watching that 10% of revenue after fees will go to St. Jude. Any tips will go to St. Jude. I will be running some eBay auctions on St. Jude. And one of the things I'm going to be running here on eBay is going to be some of the Signature Series baits donated by channel member. Why am I blanking? Rex. What's his handle name? Anyways, but we're going to be doing some cool auctions for St. Jude coming up here. Let me see what I got in this box for vixens. I mean, I do have that color. They didn't exactly. This was kind of new to lush color. Was kind of new to, but I don't know. I got a chrome and a lush, but I don't know. I think I sold my extra bones. Live darters or rock crawlers. I might have a rock. We sold the rock crawlers last time, didn't we? We have not replenished the rock crawlers. So I went through the Spro box and there was no rock crawlers. How about this? Did I miss any requests in here? Just look through here. All right. You just bought an Explorer and watched your YouTube video like 20 minutes ago and randomly came across this. Well, there you go, Dominic. Always trying to help people catch more bass and suck less on YouTube. This Head & Super Spook or Head & Zera Spook with the Jimmy Houston signature on it. Excalibur hooks. Any tungsten jig heads? I don't know. Anybody interested in this fine specimen? Run it. There's Rex. Did you just hear me give you a shout out, Top Toad? Where I was just showing off some of those scalish baits that I'm going to do for St. Jude's. All right. Normally I would run this at $5, but I'm just going to run it for $3 because it's closer. Yeah, horseshoe tackle has the best, sweetest rock crawlers you will find in all of the land. Yeah, we were just there you go. Rex, my guy. Top toad. Very on brand. Are you gonna fish that or gonna keep that as a collector, Top Toad? You could go either way on this one. But I was just saying how I'm gonna use some of these for the next St. Jude auction. Fish it. Warren won the followers giveaway. Past customer. So shout out Top Toad. We're gonna put those to good use and fight cancer with those baits. How's that sound? Yeah, and 10% of all proceeds today will go to St. Jude and any tips. So since we were looking at spooks, you want me to run that one? Top Toad? All right, we'll run this one. We're on the $3 button. We'll just run it. Finally got some good bags for like fitting some of these spook baits. That is a top frog. Isn't it bullfrog? No. And we'll be running another. Did we miss a 4 o'clock buyers giveaway? I don't think so. Best weed bags ever. What size weed bags are you, Grave? Are you more like this size or this size? Asking for a friend. Got a nice popper here, but let's run the walking bait. How about this? Chuggin' Spook. I think they call this Foxy Shad. Big old Chuggin' Spook. Right hand. Koiki. I do have a one Koiki style bait that's a twin pack of 10 millimeters. We'll just run this. Kyle, you're dialed, bro. Nice big knocking chugging spook. Foxy Shad, I think is what they call this bad boy. $3 for real? Woo! Chat was sleeping. Nice pickup, Yates. This bad boy moves some water. Good bait. Hartman leading with 67 pounds. Is the weigh-in over, Warren? Now that you got some shipping on me. Where's Blaylock sitting, please? I want to know where Blaylock and Lester are sitting, please. Those are my 2 fantasy players that are still alive. So the only Koiki style bait I have is stuck under these boxes. It's a 2-pack in Hill Country hologram of the 10 millimeters. And I do have a pack open here just to show you. Here's one off. This is a different color, but they are the super stretchy elastomer durable. Run them. I'm getting a couple more in here, but I will run these. This is the only one I have today. $7. We'll run these. Blaylock in third. There we go. 13 and 3. What's 13? Oh, Lester's in 13th. Solid. He moved up today. Racing Rob. Mr. Carter. I think we might see these. Do you think we'll see these at Martin? Scotty Diff with a snipe. definitely as I try to think, like as we get into Murray, we'll probably see those, I bet. Santee Cooper, I bet we're gonna see those style baits. I think next week's probably gonna be a minnow fest on Martin. Keep the requests coming. Anything now that you have some shipping, Warren? Is there anything you're looking for? We do have a lot of cool. We never ran any JDM soft plastics. It seems like there's always people that want those. Like, what about these little OSP craws? Go Live Craw 4-inch. I would say that's a green pumpkin blue fleck. Cooper for sure. Sakamoto, we can do. You want more Minners? Yamamoto Senkos. I don't know if we have Yamamoto Senkos handy. I got maybe some dingers or some other stick baits. JJ is on the board, folks. JJ's entered the chat. Megabass Vision 110. The only 110 I have left is in the shop if you want to take a look at it. Minnows. Well, somebody asked for Kitex earlier. Well, these are not K-Tex. These are 3.8-inch rhythm waves from Jackal. It is missing one. They are a green pumpkin. Minnow. What's up, Pat? I'm going to be sad if I don't get to fish lacrosse and you guys are up there. And all my buddies are going to be there and I'm not going to get to fish it. Pack Jack. Good pickup. Do they still make these? It's a Jackal thing, so it's probably discontinued by now. What other kind of minnows we got? How about Megabass Hayes ST 3.4-inch in Morocco? Well, I think it's going to conflict with the Classic Bass Tournament on Mille Lacs. That's the problem. Like, the tournament days will basically be on top of the practice days for Classic Bass. So I don't know how I'm going to win $15,000 on Mille Lacs if I don't practice in an every fish counts tournament. Seems like a dilemma. It does. Live target. I don't think I have any live target. Maybe a live target frog? Maybe? What's up, Darius? Did somebody ask for dark sleepers a while ago? Or am I imagining that? We got some mangraphs. We got some drift fries. We got Crush City minnows. We could do another sock choice. People have been patient. Right. The maggraphs I have are these ones, 5-inch freestyle. All right, Racing Rob, you've been patient. Choice: Watermelon Pro Blue. I believe that's Electric Shad. Number 20 or 140. Do a choice on the socks. Five-inch. These are 5-inch socks, also 5-inch on the mag draft, depending on which one you're asking. We can run some mag drafts here in a second. Racing Rob. Top or bottom? Top. It's good, good natural color. I did well on this color on St. Clair on smallmouth. Did I get into the Olympics? No. Wouldn't I be in Italy if I was in the Olympics, Brian? You're probably asking if I've been watching them. And no, I've been too busy lately, really. I really don't need this bag for Sakamadas anymore because it's pretty much depleted. Run again? Let me do this mag draft. Well, I guess, yeah. All right. Same thing. Same choice. Electric Shad, Watermelon Pro Blue. Bass fishing should be an Olympic sport. I agree. Just as I joined. That's interesting. Dustin. Which color do you want, Dustin? Guessing you want Electric Shed. That's my guess. It's like I read minds. Guessing these are earmarked for Pickwick. And everybody's a winner, including the kids of St. Jude today. All right, somebody asked for the mag drafts. I'll just run these at $5. I don't remember how much they are, but I know they're way more than $5. 5-inch freestyle mag drafts in pearl. Albino pearl shad. Shimmy Shake. $3.91. Nice grab. I do feel like these little stickers have any grill or perch in the freestyle. No, this was my last pack of the freestyles. Yeah, yep. How about these? So these are Scottsboro 5-inch Old Smokies. I don't think they've been fished, but one of them did get rigged, so it comes with a beast hook. So you have a textbook beast hook. I'm not sure. I should probably look up how much these, but I'll just run them as a JDM $5 start. I'm just guessing this 3-pack is way more than $5. I don't think they give these Scottsboros away. Kyle bid on him. He must be good. I'm leading the Visor Gang. Fancy fishing that guy. Hojo. First purchase? Maybe? Maybe not. If you are, I'll throw in a sticker. So you'll either get a Visor Gang or Hellabass sticker with your purchase. Thanks for your first purchase. Dead last in Visor Gang? Well, it's all uphill from here. I don't know. What else should we run? We got a box of old Topwaters here. We've got poppers, crazy shads, jitterbugs, mirror lures, tiny torpedoes, ploppers, head and frogs. Look at that little fun guy. Buddy did me in too, Warren. Labino? Here's a good question. This looks. I mean, I throw the yellow magic, and it looks just like that, but it doesn't say what it is on it. But it definitely looks like 430 buyer giveaway. That's a good point. You think that's striking? Looks heading. I don't think it's a heading. Is it? I don't know. It's a good looking popper. Splash. See, I thought it looked like a. I don't know what. Let's just. Does anybody want it? Does anybody want a popper? We'll just run it for $3. Let's see where it goes. It's a good popper. Which one is it? I'm not sure. There you go, Carter. Good grab. It does have a little bit of mono or fluoride to it. Husker Bassin. What's going on? Big Milliken fan? Husker Bassin? Did I get distracted by something? Oh yeah, 5:30 buyer giveaway. I do have stickers in the shop if anybody wants to do that. Any buyers, get in the givey here. I'll throw something in that matches what you guys have purchased. Dustin, did you see this thing that I had? I feel like this is right. Any Beast Coast? Nope. We sold our GLF stuff a couple shows ago. We just sold the only... I do have dice, but we sold our Koike style. Any interest in that? Any old school buzzbait aficionados? Original lunker lure with that flat rubber skirt? We can do a dice. Choice on the dice. Kind of got this pumpkin seed color, no glitter, and then kind of this smoke pepper color. What hooks with the dice? Kind of like a drop shot hook that fits it, basically. I feel like that light is throwing a big glare. Let me... Is that not the right? Is that not the right light? Try to turn this on. Maybe let's give a little better balance. I don't know. Dice. $20 dice retail. We start them for $6. Your choice, top or bottom. Just try this other light for a while. Payjack. I have no idea what those are, JJ. That's why I threw them as a giveaway, because I don't know what they are. Which ones do you want? Pack Jack. Bottom. The smoke. You want that smoke, bro? Yeah, that's my new thing. I try to like consider what I know about the person buying and what they bought and throw things in there. Actually have some Lucky Crafts Tar Heel trade. Smoke them if you have them. Burning season. Rich selling baits to pay for a Starlink sub. Looking forward to the live. Yeah, well, as soon as we get open water, Clay said that popper was definitely striking. All right. Run the top one? Sure. Run it solo. Brown pumpkin dice, $6. Might not have dice for very much longer. We're getting pretty low on the dice. Maybe I should keep some for myself. There you go, Hojo. Just a reminder, 10% after Whatnot fees goes to St. Jude. Oh, Lucky Crafts, that's right. And any tips will go to St. Jude as well. And Whatnot does not take any of the tips, so that money can go 100%. Somebody asked for Lucky Crafts. Any particular Lucky Crafts you're looking for? We got this big slender pointer in chrome. You know, Megabass is not the only one to make big giant jerkbaits. Hey, thanks, Doctor, for the tip for St. Jude. All right, so I got a pointer, crankbaits mostly. Here's a new one. I got this deep cranks or shallow cranks. Flat CBD D20. Topwater. I feel like I got a little bit ransacked last show. So yeah, I guess I got G-Splash, Gunfish, G-Splash. I do have this. This is a USA series, so not necessarily old, but this is a Pineapple Shad 1.5 deep rattling sound. Let me just try this one. Run it for $5. 1.5 deep rattling sound, 1.5 Lucky Craft. You regret not getting the Boeing? Tar Heel Trade won the Gibby. There you go. Derek, get himself a $5 Lucky Craft. Nice pickup. First purchase. He's going to get hooked up with a Hellabass or a Visor Gang sticker. I checked out my Walmart, and there wasn't that much great there, Clay. I saw some other people posting like on Whatnot. And any interest in the CBD 20? Kind of that Ghost Minnow Blue. I have a good story. Like I bought some of these when I fished with Takamiro on Amistad. I have another cool Topwater that looks custom painted to me that we could run. You can't use anything that deep. Yeah, I guess my Lucky Crafts are a little bit. I think Ryan hornswoggled me some out of my. I got a bunch of lipless. Is there any interest in these? Because I lowered the starts on these. I don't know that anybody's pre-bid on these things. Let's just show them off. Let's just see if we have any. Oh, we do have a pre-bid on the Ed Chambers Ugly Duck. Let me just show these off, and let's just try them. If there's any swimbait guys out here. So these are Matt Lures Hard Gills. These are $80 baits. Got two different colors. One's more of like a bluegill, one's more of a red ear. So I'll do choice, less than half price, $30 on these Matt Lures gills. These are a jointed swim bait. I do not know the sink rate on these. Let's just try running them in case there's anybody in the market for these. If not a big deal, but it's a choice, top or bottom. They probably weigh like 2 ounces. All right, cool. How about soft gills? These are cool little bed fishing, like bluegill baits. We'll do a choice on these, see if anybody wants one of these soft gills. These are like $24 each. See if anybody wants one of these for $10. Little bluegills. soft baits. Had the box. Thought I would see. Different show, different time, different audience. No big deal. Low on here. Any Spro BBZ1 fans? Make a little bundle out of those. Clay on YouTube says those are the deal. Those soft swim baits. I also have this weedless Hudgill, which is a cool little bait. Whoa. Somebody asked about lipless. What do we, what kind of lipless? We have, I have a 6th Sense. I've got a bunch of rattle traps. PayPal is not an accepted method for tipping on here. That's unfortunate. Dustin, you'll be in the loop. You'll have plenty of opportunities. We've got some chrome traps. We've got some red traps. Oh, the guy that said he wanted lipless, what were you looking for? Certain colors, certain... What size were the hard gills? I have... Like, you want to know? Like, how big are they? They are... I want to say they're like 5 or 6 inches. Let's see here. So... With tail, they're just under 6 inches. Nice bite-sized snack. Did you post a video somewhere the last day of 2 with a bunch of boxes full? One had those swim baits, several other had random hard baits. Yeah. We've sold some of those baits in the last show, and we sold some of those today. Frogs. Sure. Is this the last Teckle frog I have? This is the only one I got left. It's this pink frog right here. Clear body, pink. I do have some other frogs. They might be out of the package. I got a pad crasher. We'll run this. Teckle frog. $17 frog. Yeah, the CB001 was sold in the last show. Looks just like a swamp donkey, doesn't it? The Teckle frogs and the swamp doggies are the same. Nice pickup, Nate. Yeah. I guess there's a pre-bid on the ugly duck. Where is the ugly duck? Should really be called the sexy duck. What's going on, Baxter? You running again tomorrow night, Baitman? $7 as usual. Being heckled by a mom bird. Just woke up. Was it a good nap? All right. Zoom WEC ugly duck. Like 1 or 2 you're running? Yeah, you're doing like a 10 o'clock YouTube live tonight too. So this is a chartreuse blue ugly duck. New in the box. It's hard to see, but it's an 09 Ed Chambers. I've seen these go $60, $70, $80 on other sites. Balsa. This is part of Balsa history here. So we'll run it. Bullfish. This is a wood bait. This is Balsa. I should run the reaction frog next. What if I want to fish that frog? Clay on YouTube says that pink frog is dank. There you go, Darius. Nice grab. I know it would go to a good home. Here's another Balsa. This is a Sisson Tickler from Lee Sisson. That's all right. I'm happy that you got it. Let's run this Sisson Tickler for $5. Chad Boo. Nice price on Balsa there. First purchase, Chad. I'll throw a sticker in your bag right now. Well, I got it handy. Keep up with the Visor Gang sticker. We got this box. So, got this Topwater here. I don't know, Baxter, you said this was a Bagley, but it doesn't feel like wood to me. I don't know. Paint, I mean, the scales on this, to me, look like a custom paint job. But I'll run this Topwater for $5. I'm not sure what it is. Baxter says it's a bulk Bagley. I don't know. Sold one back, same color. All right. I mean, your nickname is the Bait Man. Mine's not. It's resin. It's definitely not Balsa. It's resin. Warren. Nice pickup. We emptied a box. We got a box out of the way. The Topwater does look primo. Clay, you're missing all kinds of great stuff over here. This could be you. Still holding this here, Baxter. Bone Vixen? Like this one? All right, this box is out of the way, which is nice. you gotta buy something so I can ship it to you, Baxter. Any fans of Duo Realis cranks? What is this one called? This is the Crank M65 8A Pumpkin Craw. I'm guessing if it's a duo crank, it's probably worth $15. We'll just run this new in the box, $5. Get a little better look at it if I tip it upside down. Nice looking craw color. Yeah? Do you trust Darius? I don't know. Hojo. Nice pickup. Keep the request coming up. We're about 9 minutes from our next buyer's giveaway. You like looking at any duo? What's that one, Baxter, while you're here? I think it's a custom painted, looks like a Pointer XD. Any interest in a Pointer XD? I mean, that's what it looks like. To go in the Lucky Grab box. Otherwise, got some Realis jerkbaits. I got this, though. Look at that thing. I feel like this is a blank with a custom paint job. Run the Stasi, or the deep looking Pointer Stasi, or all right. We'll run that for JJ. Definitely a blank, yeah. Is that like a almost like a, I mean, it looks like a 1/10. Is that like is that what the katana looks like? I'm not sure. I've not thrown the pike rear range yet. JJ. Good pickup. No, if that's a custom paint on a Lucky Craft, that's a good deal. Topwater prop baits. Yes, but they're smaller. They're not like they're like crazy fish, not like Smithwick. I want to make this box empty, so we are going to run somebody a heck of a deal here. We've got, I think he's pretty sure these are all Realis jerkbaits. We got this perch that's been chewed on. Got this kind of, I don't know, IU looking thing. And then like this pink saltwater. All three bundled. Do Realis. I think these are good jerkbaits. They're like 120 size. I'm going to run these for $5. All three of them. Bundle. $7 for 3 jerkbaits. Nate says, all right, chat's waking up. They're realizing $3.33 for WV Fisherman. Nice pickup. Bundled deals. While I'm bagging those up, any interest in this big kind of, these are your color, Baxter. Cole Headlock. Sup. So much goodness, I can't even get it in the bag. You see. Another box is done. 110s? The only 110 I have is in the shop. If you want to look at it. What about this? We've old school quantum visor, Velcro back. You can, how bad have I been on? Probably like 2 hours. You can channel your inner old school G-Man, Greg Hackney Quantum Pro staff with this right here. You can wear it. You can hang it on your shelf. That guy Warren. K-Mates. Cam Yates. I think that's the first purchase. Hook you up with a Hellabass Visor Gang sticker with that. Nice first purchase, Cam. All right. I don't think anybody wanted this. We can put this in a different box. Put it in the Spro box next to the mixed stick for now. Yeah, we definitely got to do Visor Gang sticker. Well said. Somebody asked about prop baits. I've got, I think these are Crazy Shads, I think. Am I wrong? Somebody asked for prop baits. How about 2 Crazy Shads for $3? Terry Mitt. $2 a piece. Good deal. West Virginia Fisherman getting all the deals. The Maverick. I do not have any Mavericks. I do not. I haven't even tried the Mavericks yet. This bag is almost not big enough for 2 crazy shads. Should we do another pair of crazy shads? Clearer color, kind of a translucent minnow. Crazy shads, kind of blue heads. Same deal, $3. More crazy shads. On sale on Tackle Warehouse, Maverick. You can always, if there's things you're looking for, you can always use code HELLABASS10 at Omnia and save 10% on anything I don't have if you want to buy it new. There you go, Terry Mitt. You can also, not necessarily get a deal, but you can go over to Baitman's YouTube video, find the Tackle Warehouse link, and click on it, and just help a brother out. All good options. Anything fuzzy. We've done some dice. The only other thing I got, somebody's asked about prop bets. I got a little tiny torpedo clear. Anybody need a little tiny torpedo? We're in the box. Let's just try it. We'll do one of our $2 starts on a little clear tiny torpedo. Channel your Charlie Hartley, the fuzzy poop to come out. It's out. I'm pretty sure. I think there's fuzzy poop out there. Nice pickup, top toad. Do you need any other top waters while I'm in here? Top toad? I got a jitterbug, an older looking jitterbug that has attacked a tiny little popar. Yes. Do you want me to run the jitterbug, or you want me to run the little tiny popar, or just other stuff? Look at this thing. This thing is Excalibur. We ran some Excalibur spooks earlier. I don't know the bug. Jitterbug. $2. Needs a little cleaning up. I'll probably clean it a little bit before I send it to you. Give her a little traps. You want rattle traps or like Bill Lewis or something else? Stick her down. Oh. One knocker Excalibur. We sold the one knocker spook earlier. I don't know that I have anymore. You missed that one earlier in the show. Michael joined through the share link. What's going on? Rollins says, what's your biggest bass ever caught? 8 pounds, 3 ounces. All right. What about these things? I think these are mirror lures, but old. I don't know. Any interest in these? I'll run them together for $2 if somebody wants them. Gravy, you were quick on that, bro. What am I missing out? Are these the juice? What is going on right now? Top toad. Am I sleeping on these? Here's a question for my so here's like a pretty small popar. And then we got that popar that is tiny, tiny, tiny. Good get. Money, saltwater. I don't know. Top Toad, do you do a lot of saltwater trout fishing? All right. I'm just, all right. All right. 2 of these pop R's plus this tiny, tiny Topwater. $2. 3 pop R's for $2. Three pop R's for $2. I bet you this little guy at the mayfly hatch on the river is like Mr. Harrison. Big box of Yellow Magics. Yeah, that's kind of my jam, is the Yellow Magics. Good get, Mr. Harrison. Maybe you could give that one to Debo since he's the Dink Master. That's probably the right size for him. All right, we're gonna go running through this box. 2 tiny Zara puppies, Hedden Zara puppies. $2. Mountain Basser, what is up? Won the auction. Nice pickup, Mountain Basser. You got yourself a sweet little deal and a couple Zara puppies. All right. Hedden Frog. We're finishing the Topwater box. Oh, you know what else we have to do? We have to do a buyer's giveaway for the 5 o'clock hour. If you got into a buyer's give or a get buy or little yellow Hedden, or sorry, it's a Rebel Frog, not a Hedden Frog. A Rebel Frog for $2. I've never fished one of these. Who's fished a Rebel Frog? Terry Mitt. We're in Top Toad's fun. Let's get for the mitt. All right, last Topwater in the box. I think this is what, a number 70 River to Sea Whopper Plopper. I mean, we're on the $2 button. Let's run it. Yeah. You already got some shipping covered, so Mountain Basser, little chrome black gravy. It does have a little bit of a mono on it, so it has been casted. CG. Good grab. A less than half price. 3 minutes left. What else should we run? Should we check for any? I don't know if there's any pre-bids here. Nope. No pre-bids in the shop. What time is it? 5 o'clock. I probably run 20 more minutes or so. Softail. It's the newer one. It's the red box, not the yellow box, if that's what you're asking. Requests. Do you want some soft plastic bundles? There's one. What was this? Here's kind of a fun thing. Dice. I can run another dice. Just a second, though. Is there anybody that wants a heavy salt Lunker City Sluggo El Salto? They look like they're just green pumpkin. Retro. I'm going to just see if anybody wants these. Black and blue Senkos. I don't know if I have black and blue Senkos handy. I don't know if somebody wants these because they used to smash on them, or because they still catch them, or just want to have this as they remember. Yeah, I haven't seen these in a long time either. I just thought it'd be fun to run them. I didn't think they were going to bring down the house big money wise, but Mountain Bass are a nice pickup. Somebody asked about black and blue. I guess I do have these hematoma big bite sticks. Somebody asked about black and blue Sinkos. These are black and blue big bites. They have the O-ring inside of them. See if somebody wants those for $2. Mitchums, your profile picture is wild on your. What is a good trailer for an Evo mini chatterbait? There are West Virginia fishermen. I did not expect those to go for $6. There's a couple good options out there. One of my favorites is the Arsenal Deadly Nedley. What is the missile bait stick? Well, they have the 48, but this is one of my ones I like. Is this little nest on a Mini Max? Is this ballistic Ned from Arsenal, which you can buy at Arsenal Fishing or Tackle Warehouse, but it's like a tiny little what's the almost like a really tiny spunk shad. Pretty sweet. So that's one of them. What else have I used on a mini chatterbait? I feel like that's the main one. A little mooch minnow is good on the small chatterbaits like this. Little mooch. All right, buyer's giveaway going. Harrison, did you just win another giveaway? So those are the two that I probably had the most use and luck with. Is the Nuts Doe Live stick is good. JDM expensive, but I don't know that you need to spend JDM plastics for a. How about any fans of the Grande Fishing 5-inch air rattlers? Looks like we have a I'll run these. I don't know if these. They still make these? I don't know. About to find out. Mountain Bastard's in the shipping zone, so he's like, just keep giving me good deals, is what he's saying. Small paddle tail or fluke works as well. Yes. Let me peek at those pre-bid here. All right, we got a pre-bid on the Matt Lures hard gill and a soft gill. So let's get those back out. Hopefully you are here if you pre-bid. If you guys pre-bid things and you want to call it out so you can be there when it goes down. All right. So the Matt Lures hard gill, $85 swim bait. I got this bluegill and I got this red ear. We're going to do a choice, top or bottom. Very cool detail hard swim baits. They're 6 inches. They weigh about probably 2 ounces. You get a choice on those. Yes, all tips and 10% of sales will go towards St. Jude today as well. So, all right, Mountain Basser. Got it for less than half price. Which one do you want? The top or the bottom? Bluegill or red ear? Top. All right. And if somebody wants me to run the other one, let me know. Run it? Okay. Let me just get this into a nice, safe bag for you first. This bag doesn't quite feel big enough. All right. I think this bag will fit it, though. Here. I'm putting this in here for the label so I don't lose track of what I wrote on. I just sold the plopper. I don't think I have any others. All right. We will run the Readier Matt's Hardgill. $85 bait. We'll start it at $30. Yeah, we've run a couple ploppers, cast a couple shows. I don't have a ton of them, but there you go, Mountain Bastard. Nice pickup. You got 2 hardgills that look basically new for less than one. That is the beauty of Whatnot at times, is you can get some smoking deals on some awesome baits. Absolutely. So we got the larger Matt's gills. There's a pre-bid on this now. I'm going to think it might be Mountain Basser. We'll do a choice on bluegill, and I'm not sure. I guess that also looks like a red ear. These are like $24, $25 soft swim baits. I don't know the sink rates because I can't tell. Maybe it does it on the tail. Know which one you want here. Let's see here. No, it just says matte. Does not say. So I didn't buy them and they weren't labeled, so I don't know the sink rates. Did you say which one you this one? Okay. Let me know. Does anybody else want me to run any more of these matte gills? I do have a smaller set as well. Ugh. Just gonna have to write number 1. So I can run this one, or I also have a pair of the slightly smaller ones. I could do a choice on these as well. Pike don't eat bluegills. That's a myth. I'll just try this here. I'm going to run these as a choice as well. See if anybody wants these smaller Matt's gills. Awesome on a bed as well. So you can fish them as a swim bait. You can also use them as like a teaser bait on a bed to get fish fired up. Which one do you want, West Virginia fisherman? Doesn't well, just pick top or bottom. Bottom. Got it. You like the real yeah, trying to have fun on Facebook, socials, trying to keep the content. Glad that you like it. All right. We're just gonna keep running these. All right, we'll do top and bottom on these two if anybody wants these two. Dice or Sakamadas, we can get back to running those in a little bit. We'll do another top or bottom on the Matt's bluegills here. Dewhammer. So you can kind of get the bigger red ear or the smaller bluegill. Dewhammer, first purchase. We'll hook you up with a Hello Bass sticker. Yeah, they're kind of a boot tail. They have a different name. Any trout style? Let me might have one. Which one do you want, Dewhammer? Top or bottom? I have one Jackal Aska that Baitman says he wants it. D. Waymer, which one you want? Top, bottom. They're on Tackle Warehouse. They have a description for this. Top. Yep, no problem. We do a lot of first-time purchases, honestly. Last show, 26 or 27 first-time purchases. I don't think we're there today, honestly. All right, we're just going to try this. If anybody wants this for $10, if not, we'll put it back for later. Not a big deal. We'll find a new home in the future. Mountain Basser. All right, I'll put it with your other one over there. Nice pickup. Good deals. All right. All right, somebody... I guess I do have... So the one... You said trout style. So this definitely is a trout style swim bait. This is the Gantra, which is it Jackal Gantra? I forget. I forget who makes the Gantra. Yeah, it's a jet. No, that's the Gantrel. Who makes this? Three fish in a row. So, but it's missing the tail. But this is a trout swim bait. I don't know if somebody wants this to repair it. They can find their own tail. I'll run it for $5. I understand it's missing a tail. It's probably like a $30 or plus swim bait. I don't know. What's up, Chris Jack? But yeah, somebody wants to put the time in to fix it, figure it out. Mountain Basser, nice pickup. There's only so much time that I can The real Ken Van Dam is here, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna have I'm gonna sell some of those deal mini maxes in the next show. Soft plastic bundles for Bridget. Yeah, let me I think I have a pre-bid on another thing quick. 5.25-inch Crush City freeloaders. I do have a Doe Live stick left. Ooh. All right, choice: green shad or gizzard shad. So top or bottom, gizzard shad or green shad. On the 5-inch, these are the new bigger size freeloaders. So I think I'm starting to like $1 less or right at retail. Benta Vision 110 hook. What do you suggest to replace it with? Roundbug gammies are good. Which one do you want, top or bottom? The Ryugis have good treble hooks. The Hayabusas have good treble hooks. Like a number 5, I think, is a good one for those. Mountain Basser, which freeloaders do you want, top or bottom? Might have an Excalibur deep crankbait. Another buyer's gibby coming up here in a few minutes. Red lipless. I don't have any lipless Excaliburs right now. Somebody asked for, I have red lipless, not Excalibur. Not red Excalibur lipless. Plastic bundles. All right. Netbait daggers, 4.5 inch. This is kind of like a spine craw, Okeechobee craw, green pumpkin, black and blue flake. So just the colors you need. Green pumpkin, Okeechobee craw, black blue flake. We'll run 3 packs of netbait daggers for $2. Plastic bundles. Derek. I don't know if that was a first-time purchase or not. I missed it. If it is, you'll get a sticker. Nice pickup, Derek. $1.50 a bag? Smoking deals. These, what are these? There's some D-bombs and some missile craws. Baby Destroyer, green pumpkin, and candy grass. Baby Destroyer, 2 packs. Another plastic bundle here for $2. $1 a bag. Plastic bundles for $2. Nate Dog. Oh, not so fast. Let's pick up. The deals keep coming. Smith Mountain Lake. Do you know Billy Coles? Mountain Basser? My guy Billy Coles? Tell him you know Hellabass. How about these? Original jelly worms with the man, Paul Elias, record setting. Let's see if we can get the color here. 12-inch. Grape. Should we run these? Little piece of history. Oh, look at that. Oh. You don't find these everywhere every day. Just so you know, I'm going to have to make a TikTok out of these before I send them to you. But I'll get that done within a day. Great. It looks like a full bag. There's a pile of them in here, dude. 12-inch grape jelly worms. Low price of $2 for a piece of history. Record-setting Paul Elias baits. Exactly. You could fish them. You could just have them for nostalgia. Josh, nice pickup. Good grab. Falcon, Jessels. Falcon Lake. What an easy question. What about the Bait Sanity? Should we run another Bait Sanity? See if any Glide fans out there. So these are like $60, $70 hard gill glide baits. Noah Schultz is a big fan, according to our interview we did on. So I've got trout floating. bread floating, and bunker sinking. Choice, $30. If not, we'll run them some other time. 5:30. We'll be running the buyer's giveaway here in a second, and then we'll do a couple more auctions and wrap this up. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Not everybody is into the meat. That's cool. That's cool. Somebody's been patient on. There's still somebody that wants the socks run. Is there anything that I've been with dice? Did somebody ask for dice? Any heavy blade baits or marabou jigs? Maybe Vixen or Kick Knocker. I've run a lot of those in the Kick Knockers in the past, but I don't think I have any handy right now. I'll run these dice for $6. They're $20 new. Pack Jack, Racing Rob. Who's going to get these pumpkin dice? 14 millimeter non-salt OSPs. Oh, Pack Jack with the Snippy Snipe. Nice grab. All right. I think we had somebody that still wanted some socks. We're getting low on the socks, bro. I do have one more bag of OSP soft plastics. Yeah, we can run some DT6s. All right. Electric Shad or Watermelon Pro Blue. Choice on the socks. Choice. Electric Shad, Watermelon Pro Blue. Again. And then we'll run a buyer's givey. We'll run a few more things and do a final givey. Racing Rob, top or bottom? Bottom. Good grab, good grab. I'm going to run while I'm here. Anybody want a grass piece? 3/4 ounce in Sake Bomber. Not Sake Bomber, Sake Bomber. Dr. Jessels. I do not have any 3/8 ounce grass pieces. Good get from my guy Rex. Anybody else want one? I have one more grass piece. Let me know. Yeah, they work on. They'll definitely get bid on the river for sure, and our lakes. I did forget I have a pad crasher. Anybody want a pad crasher? What else are we missing that I didn't run? People have asked. Oh, OSP. OSP, yeah, you know me. I think this might be my last pack of OSP. 3.5 inch Doe Live sticks. They look like they're green pumpkin. On those. Josh D. You could not have more polar opposite things than your Man's Jellyworms and your Doe Live sticks. Trout gill is interesting. if you want to try one, shoot me a message, Clay. We could figure something out. All right. Am I missing any other requests? We did DT6. You do have to mix it up. We did, Brian asked about the DT6s. Where's my Rapala box? Rapala. A couple times people ask about lipless, and then they don't answer the questions that I asked them back, but I do have some DT6s. Should we just do a bundle? DT6 bundle? I sold a pack of Sluggos. Original Lunker City Sluggos sold earlier, Oconee Kyle, but I only had one bag. All right, we'll do, I think is that Disco? And then Mule? I don't remember. No Haymakers. Sorry. But I'll run these together. 2 DT6s, just fish snatchers. I'll run it for $2. 2 DT6s for $2. Bro's making deals right now. I didn't really pay attention to see if any of these are like discontinued. There you go, BK. My favorite grass crankbait in Minnesota is a DT6. Just gets bit. All right. Got about 46 seconds on this buyer's giveaway. Oh, we do a Tackle Warehouse t-shirt. Extra large. Comes with a sticker, white. Anybody want this? Double XL. Brian, you're not necessarily double XL, but there might be some. When I had larges and extra larges, everybody said, where are the real man size t-shirts? So I got some real man t-shirts. There you go. Josh D. There seemed like there was some interest there. I have one more of these. Oh, buyer's giveaway. Warren, nice grab. All right, I'm going to run another one of these because there was multiple bids on it. I do have another one of these sitting right over here. Sticker and t-shirt, double XL white. I mean, you know you're getting some. You wear this around the house. Am I right, guys? HVH, first purchase, you'll get your Tackle Warehouse sticker, plus you'll get a Visor Gang sticker. Nice pickup. Run the HB hoodie, the game worn. So I have these. If you go to any of my YouTube videos and you click down, there's a merch link, and you can buy these, and they're print on demand. This one is game worn. I don't know if anybody wants. Smells a little bit like me and a pike. I don't know if anybody wants that, but I do sell these. If you go to my YouTube channel, there are links. It'd be awesome if you guys grabbed a Hella Bass hoodie. More than a t-shirt after 30. They are. Bullfish has got them. They are good. They are nice. They are soft. They are not cheap hoodies. Darius wears them all the time. I see him. You'll go onto Darius's Instagram, and he holds up big smallies and largemouth, and you see this hoodie. No cap. David got some mugs. How are the mugs? I do not have the mugs. What's the quality of the mugs, David? I have t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, and hoodies for apparel. I think they're all Hella Bass though. I had some ideas on some other stuff, but I haven't. One of those looked like a DT8. Clay says one of those was a DT8. Brian, I hope you're not sad. You got a good enough deal. I think it's okay. But good eye, Clay. But you can pick your size and color on that kind of stuff. So, all right. Any X-Wrap fans? You could run some X-Wraps, cheap bundles. Your hubby he's going to look good in that t-shirt. You can't control yourself. Don't blame me. Microwave safe. That's good. I think you're talking about the mugs, not the t-shirts. 2 X-Wraps. Perch and then kind of a minnow gold color. $2. Hey, Peck Jack. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to be done here pretty soon. We'll do one more giveaway on the buyer's giveaway. I bet you we'll be done in the next 10, 15 minutes if you want to stick around for that. But if you got to go, you got to go. Lakey Riley. Is that Lake Riley? Lake? Nice first purchase. Hook you up with a sticker. You came from the YouTubes. Nice grab. Lake Erie Lee. That makes sense. If you had the capitals in there, I would probably have picked up that earlier. But that is cool. Lake Erie Lee. Thank you for your first purchase. You want more X-Wraps? You like X-Wraps? Outdoors with Skeeter says hi from YouTube. What's up, buddy? 15 minutes? All right, we'll try to keep it wrapped up here and get that in you so you can get in that final giveaway. How about some bigger X-Wraps? Same deal. 2 for $2. A blue back and a black back. Any final requests here? Bone Vixen? I'm not going to run the Bone Vixen tonight. I don't know that I have extras, and they're not necessarily coming out with any more of those. It is a new one, but I have to probably run it for $30. If you really want me to run that Bone Vixen for $30, I will. There you go. Yeah, I got to go. So my daughter plays JV hockey at Farmington High School, and varsity has section semifinals tonight against Owatonna. So we're going to go to the game here a little bit. So Arashis, DTs, Aristos, newer warts, any last requests? Spros. Rattle traps. Do some out-of-box frogs. Got a Spro popping frog. Oh, somebody asked about, I don't remember, somebody asked about blade baits and little hair jigs and stuff, which I did have some stuff. I don't know if that person's still around. I think that's more bucktail than it is marabou. But I do have like some little blade baits. Any reels? No reels. Got these little, I don't know, like little George type spinner things. Ant reel would be cool too, but no, I don't have any reels tonight. Got some spoons, toad runners, Spro poppin' frog, couple of pad crashers out of the box. This weird Topwater. I don't know. The Spro frog. I can run that Spro poppin' frog. It's out of box. It looks pretty new. If it's been fished, it ain't been fished much. Spro poppin' frog. We'll run it for $2. Anybody wants to get in the buyer's giveaway, they can get in cheap, potentially. Any bluegill pattern frogs. Everything's kind of frog colored that I have left right now. Nice pickup, Warren. Yeah, everything I have is like that color right now. Square bill crankbait. I got some little Spros. I think I have maybe a KVD. We haven't done any Strike Kings. Got Red Eye Shads. People asked about that. Let me see here. I think I got a little. This is seasonal, right? I got a Yozuri square bill too. I haven't run any square bills here. But here's a. Come on. 1.5 in red, like a chili bowl, chili cross, something like that. But it is the season for red cranks. So let's run a red square bill. What size is the Huddleston? The gill, the weedless gill in the shop. I do have a DT10 and a DT16. It's like a 5-inch gill. I can show it to you quick. Mountain Basser. Nice pickup, $4. The other square bill I have is a Yozuri black and chartreuse right here. Somebody else let's just run this square bill. Somebody asked about square bills. Black and chartreuse Yozuri 3DB square bill. It's definitely square bill. It's not square bill season where I am, but it is square bill season in some places. Let's grab one. Any red 3 or 5XDs? I have a 3XD, but it's not red. Now I have 5XDs, but they ain't red. I have Bluegill 3XD, and then both. Nice, that's a 6XD. I think that's a 5XD. They have that shad colored 5XD. Somebody asked about a DT10 or 16, and somebody asked about the gill. Let me show you the gill. The Huddleston gill is right there. It is 4.5 inches. So your husband will tell you it's at least 5 or 6. $30 bait. We'll run it quick, see if anybody wants it for 15. If not, we'll save it for later. Good pickup, HVH. Congrats. All right, let's. Somebody asked about Opalas. What do we do with a so DT10 and DT16? Right. DT10 green olive shiner. This is one of my absolute favorite colors. Then we'll. I think that's most of the requests. I'll run the 16 that somebody asked for. Socks. I have one bag left. I'm going to save it for the next show. We ran quite a few socks. DT16 Caribbean Shad. Pretty good shape. Doesn't feel like the bill's ever been running any rocks here. DT16 Caribbean Shad. Here's a big bag for this one. We'll probably run the follower or buyer's givey and take any last requests while that givey is running in case somebody wants to get in. Lake Erie Lee. Nice kit. Good show tonight. Remember, 10% of all the proceeds are going to St. Jude. Any tips are going to St. Jude. Does anybody remember the name of the guy that said he wanted me to rate him? I didn't exactly run it down. Final show givey Wow. Darius says, one of the baits I'm sending you is a St. Jude, a custom painted TK Stanley bow stick in bone and pink for eBay. That is awesome. I actually have a bow stick coming. That's awesome. That's awesome, Darius. All right, final giveaway, 5 minutes for buyers. If you didn't purchase, don't try to use the workaround. You'll get blocked. Oh, cool. Bronzeback, you found your sticker. If somebody that didn't get a sticker and they buy something, you can always send me a note and say you want something. Any final requests before we draw a winner here and anybody wants to get in on a buyer's giveaway? Any final requests? Anybody like shadow wraps? That's awesome, Terry Mitt. That's awesome. You know, whether it's my St. Jude fundraiser or somebody else's, as long as it's going to St. Jude, I don't care. That's an awesome organization. We'll have more opportunities on eBay, my live streams, other things. You'll see a video coming on my YouTube channel about how you can get custom merch for St. Jude that Dane's doing some custom art. Do you ship all together? Yeah, you'll get one package. How about 2 Shadow Wrap 11 slow sinks for 1 money? We'll do 2 for $5 on these if anybody wants 2 Shadow Wraps. One of the last chance to get in here on the buyer's givey. Yeah, appreciate you coming, racing. Nice pickup. Probably got time to run a couple more things before the last buyer's giveaway and we do a raid. Got any Arashi fans? Risto fans? How about... All right, so these are newer Wiggleworts. These are not OG Wiggleworts. These are the Storm ones. This one actually has some kind of logo on it. Won't walk. Thank you, Indie Wise Guy, for the donation to St. Jude. That is much appreciated, brother. Let's do 2 Wiggleworts for $2 in case somebody wants to get in on the givey at a low price, or just wants a good deal on a couple warts. No purple shad socks. Sorry, Don. First time purchase, getting in the givey. You're also going to get a Hellabass Visor Gang sticker. Thanks for the purchase in the show. You're going to be in the givey that we're going to run here in 2 minutes. Absolutely. You're also donating to St. Jude's with your purchase today. That's awesome. I don't know. Let's run up. 2 minutes left. Let's run this big kind of Michael Jackson looking magwort. It's a newer one, but a magwort nonetheless. You a big fan of St. Jude's? That's cool. I mean, if you're not a big fan of St. Jude's, it's because you love child's cancer. So, but yeah, we're starting this swing for the fundraiser for fishing the Dick Kiley St. Jude Bass Classic. Darius with the get. Let's get. All right, 1 minute left. We probably can do one more thing. What should we do? I'll run a bag of Sapphire Blue Mag UV Speed Cross. For $2. Somebody wants to get in. Good night bait. I can see that. You crack some bigs on Kentucky Lake with those. JJ? They bite this color on the river? Plus, you just donated 20 cents to St. Jude. So, it's a win-win. All right, 28 seconds. All right, great show. Appreciate everybody. Tonight, did 118 items. We're going to raise probably over $100 for St. Jude tonight. That's awesome. And we'll do a, how do we tip? You just hit the, it's down on the, where is it on your phone? Can somebody tell them that's looking at it how you tip? Thank you, Terry. Click on name at top. HVH won the Givey. We'll throw in something extra that goes with the stuff that you bought. And thank you for Boost. Yeah. And was Boost the name I was supposed to raid? Let me see here. Let's find somebody that can use a raid here. Fish Bonds Tackle, that's not who asked me. Huddleston's on. Rockstar. Was it Fishing More? They want me to raid him? Boost is how you tip. I don't remember who asked me. Tip doesn't work with PayPal. That's fine. I'm sure you'll find. Top Toad, thank you for the $1 tip for St. Jude's. JJ, there'll be other ways. You're always around. So, was it Fishing More? Rockstar Fishing, Fish Bonzo Tackle, New Sellers, The Stick, Gulf Superstore, Fish Bonds Tackle. I don't remember who asked me. I feel like a dick that I don't remember the guy's name. The first one. What was the first one? Fishing More? Rockstar or Fishing? I think let's go Fishing More. I don't know. Tell them Hella sent you. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys. St. Jude's appreciate you guys.